Yeah, it feels like in summer, doesn't it? So there is a lot of movement on the market. Yeah, I understand there is still early in March, and the movement is going to be confirmed in the summer, but there is a lot of movement that is happening behind the closed doors. That's why I came here on the channel to let you know what's happening, because the surprises as always, and I'm here to tell you all these surprises. So today I want to let you know what's happening in the on the market. So there's a lot of talks on the market. Rodri links to Real Madrid, Vitinha links to Real Madrid, and David Alaba leaving Real Madrid at the end of the season. Tony Rudiger staying or leaving at the end of the season. Nico Schlotterbeck links with Real Madrid, and Antoine Griezmann is staying in Atletico Madrid, and the other huge important news that is coming out of England concerning Spurs. Spurs are in a really difficult position right now, because they are fighting for survival, and it's been 6 defeats in a row, and this has what it means about their manager Igor Tudor, and the captain as well, Katy Romero, and all this movement that is happening. So I come here to let you know what's happening on the market. All right. Today, let's start with this deal of Rodri Hernandez, this is Spanish midfielder who has been linked with Real Madrid. There's a lot of speculation in some journalists. They came out and say Rodri has a serious interest and the possibility, and there is a serious possibility of Rodri to join Real Madrid in this summer to come. So what I can tell you right now, it is this for the Real Madrid situation. What I can tell you is this: Real Madrid will be on the market looking for the important midfielder. So, and my understanding is this: there is some of people internally for Real Madrid who appreciate Rodri as an important game changer for midfielders, and we know he's a Ballon d'Or winner, and he is a very fantastic defensive midfielder. So we needed to keep an eye on this, but there is a possibility. And the other thing that increases the chances of Rodri to join Real Madrid ahead of their first leg in Madrid. The journalist asked Rodri, would you have to go to Madrid, or is there any talks that is already started with you and Real Madrid? And Rodri denied everything, but he came out and say, so if Real Madrid comes in for me, I won't say no, I won't close the door. I won't close the door, because Real Madrid is a fantastic club, and every good footballer wants to play in Real Madrid. This is something I can tell you, that Rodri will not resist if Real Madrid comes in for him. So, and my understanding is this: Rodri is out of contract in summer 2027. So, and that means he's going to take his final decision, his personal decision at the end of this current season. So he is trying to finish the season with Manchester City. They have a huge game, the second leg of round 16 in Champions League against Real Madrid. So he's full focused on Champions League and the league games, because they are 7 points clear away with Manchester City. They are 7 points clear away from the league leaders Arsenal. They are still fighting. There's still a possibility about that to happen. So let's keep an eye on this, but there is a serious possibility that Rodri could join Real Madrid. So another thing I want to tell you, it is this: the links of Vitinha and Real Madrid. So guys, what I can tell you, it is this: Vitinha is a fantastic midfielder, and when Real Madrid is on the market, we are going to have a lot of speculation with ranking Real Madrid with some important midfielders, and Vitinha is a world-class midfielder, I should say right now, because he was he was playing a pivotal role in the Champions League that he won last year with the PSG, where they were dismantling Inter Milan in the final on the five goals. And we need to keep an eye on this, monitoring all these type of things, because in my understanding right now it is this: Real Madrid is going to sign an important midfielder. I can guarantee you that news. And the remaining things, Real Madrid are still exploring the interest to different midfielders. So they are going to sign a huge and a very, very important midfielder. So this is going to be a news that I can tell you. So, and moving from the midfield about Real Madrid, I want to go backward in their defense. So what I can confirm right now on this channel is this: David Alaba is leaving Real Madrid at the end of the season. Currently, David Alaba is sidelined due to a calf injury he sustained in the game against Getafe in the championship, and he was in the stand. He was in the stand watching the game. Real Madrid was taking on Manchester City, and now I can tell you that he's going to leave Real Madrid at the end of the season. So decision has been made. I can guarantee you that he's going to say goodbye at the end of the season. So this is something I can confirm right now. So the other thing I want to mention about Real Madrid is Toni Rüdiger. Toni Rüdiger, there is a possibility that he could leave, he could stay at Real Madrid. This is an information I could tell you right now, because it is still 50-50. He can leave, he could stay. It would depend to the performances, to the signature, and the conversation he'll be having with the authority, the manager who will be coming through, because we know Alvaro Arbeloa, there is no guarantee that he's going to continue to coach Real Madrid beyond this season. It is the feeling which is around everywhere. So I can tell you that Toni Rüdiger, it is another thing we need to keep an eye on that. And talking to some defenders who are leaving at the end of the season, I want to tell you about the defenders who could potentially join Real Madrid at the end of the season. So Nico Schlotterbeck, this is the man who could join Real Madrid on the package which is in a region around the 50 million euros. This is a huge for defender, but Real Madrid is expected to spend that money on the Nico Schlotterbeck. Recently, Bayern was playing Dortmund, and the Real Madrid sent some scouting people and a scouting team to go to monitor how Nico Schlotterbeck deals with the pressure, how he behaves in the huge games. You know, the Borussia Dortmund was playing Bayern, and this is the type of games he will came to play in Real Madrid. So I want to tell you that Nico Schlotterbeck is going to be a deal done in a few months to come. We are still early, we are still in March, but the transfers are going to be confirmed in the summer. So Nico Schlotterbeck is a very, very exciting player who is going to join Real Madrid at the end of the season. This is something I can tell you, because Real Madrid has developed a serious interest in Nico Schlotterbeck. So moving from Real Madrid to the neighbors Atletico Madrid, what I can tell you, some news coming from Atletico Madrid I can confirm right now is this: Antoine Griezmann, the all-time leading goal scorer of Atletico Madrid, is going to stay until the end of the season. So I'm saying this because there has been a talks with the Orlando City. This is the football club that is coming from MLS, and they have developed a serious interest in Antoine Griezmann. They were willing to bring him in MLS in this mid-March, because the transfer market in the MLS closed on 26 March, so they were trying to bring Antoine Griezmann before the window to shut. And the bottom thing here in this deal is the Atletico was in full control over Antoine Griezmann, because he is still contracted until June 2027. Antoine Griezmann, this is an international French footballer, is going to end in MLS. This is something that is going to happen eventually, and the Orlando City were trying to bring him, and the sporting director of Orlando City, Ricardo Moreira, has been traveling to Spain for several times to go to try to convince it, to try their best to get their money at this mid-March, but it didn't happen, because the feeling from the Atletico Madrid is that we want you to stay. We want you to stay until the end of the season, and this is a gentleman's agreement between Griezmann and the Atletico Madrid. Moving from Spain to England. But there is a huge interesting news that is coming from England that I want to tell you concerning the Spurs as well. Tottenham Hotspur, they are in a really difficult position right now. Tottenham, now it's been a 6 defeats in a row, and conceding 14 goals in those 6 defeats, and this is a bad record Tottenham have broken recently. This has a huge knock-on effect about their manager Igor Tudor, who are in interim period, because at the end of the season, so guys, what I can tell you, at the end of the season, Igor Tudor is leaving Tottenham. This is something I can guarantee you, because for the Tottenham, they are considering 2 options. They are considering the Mauricio Pochettino and Roberto De Zerbi, and what I can tell you, these are the 2 managers, the Tottenham hierarchy and the authority. These are the Areo's family, and the other who are in charge of operations are looking for to bring one of 2. Roberto De Zerbi or Mauricio Pochettino. Pochettino was with the traveling fans from UK to go to Spain to Madrid to watch the game of Tottenham against the Atletico Madrid. So my understanding is this: Igor Tudor is leaving Spurs. It's a matter of days, and the decision has been made that Igor Tudor will be in charge of the game against Liverpool in the weekend, in this coming weekend. Let's see what will happen in the future. Another interesting news I want to tell you is the news concerning the Tottenham Hotspur's captain, their gaffer, Coty Romero. Coty Romero is attracting interest from several clubs across Europe. In England, in Italy, in Germany, there is a lot of clubs that are monitoring Coty Romero, if he could possibly come and join them. So Tottenham right now, they are fighting for the survival now. It is a really mind-blowing. It is a mind-blowing hearing that Tottenham, this is a top 6 football club we are talking about. Hearing that Tottenham is in a relegation scrap, this is something which is disgusting even to hear that. And yeah, it happened, and this is a result of a lot of things that is happening in Tottenham, because when you look at what happened on the transfer window, trying to sign some sort of players, and they didn't get that, and it happened, and They tried their best. Their first option is it didn't work out. They tried to sign Morgan Gibbs White from Nottingham Forest. We know what happened. He fails. They tried Eberechi Eze, who is currently in Arsenal, and it didn't work out. And eventually Daniel Levy left the football club. Who This is the man who understands the football club, what they need in a difficult period, because he's been a wrong-serving director of football in Tottenham. So, but Tottenham, this is a football club that is going to be in this type of movement on the market. So. Another interesting news that is coming from England in the south at Selhurst Park. I could confirm you that Jean-Philippe Mateta now is fully back in training, and we could possibly see him on the bench on the next game in the championship. So let's wait and see. But what I can confirm is that Jean-Philippe Mateta has now fully recovered from injury, and now is fully back to, and is with the full squad who is going to play in the championship. So there's a lot of stories that I've been sharing with you, David. So guys, there is a lot of stories that I've been sharing with you in this video, that Rodri links with Real Madrid, Vitinha as well, and Tony Rudiger to stay or to leave Real Madrid. David Alaba is another story that I brought to you, and Antoine Griezmann is staying. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down here below, and because due to a lot of stories that we've been sharing about Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Tottenham Hotspurs, Jean-Philippe Mateta is back in full training for Crystal Palace. So there's a lot of movement that is happening on the market. So stay tuned, stay on our channel, subscribe if you not yet did so. Please subscribe, like, share the videos and all the stuff. So, and all the important updates, it is right here on this island of football. So thank you guys, stay with us.